Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, this is Long. I'm in Phoenix. I here because my client and I were meeting here to look at this investment property. Here, let me show you. So it's right behind me. You can see is a good apartment complex. And the reason we're coming here, let me show you three things, okay? First of all, this apartment is good cash flow, right? It's big enough and it's also small enough for somebody to buy it. Either they manage themselves or they can hire someone to manage it for them. But there is a total of 16 units. That means there's 16 families, 16 tenants that are paying rent each and every month. Another thing is they're all fully occupied, right? So which is a great thing because in this area, um, it's quiet, it's calm, it looks a bit run down, but the area is good. It's close to a lot of location here. So this location is always, it's always seems like it's full, so you won't have a problem finding tenants, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing that I want to tell you is it's good cash flow, right? Second thing I want to tell you, there's a lot of things that you can do to this property that can increase that cash flow. For example, this is a 16 units, so there's 8 units on one side and then there's 8 units on the other side. And each of these buildings, there are a total of 8 buildings. Each of these buildings has 2 units, so there's a duplex on each one of them. So you can either later on, fix them up, sell it individually, or you can just sell it like a package with what this buyer's seller is trying to do. So the second thing is you can fix them up, paint it. Another thing is like some of the air conditioning that I see is on the window. All right, so it's not going to cost you so much to have like a big old air conditioning central unit on the ceiling. Every one of these units has one of those portable that you can find at Home Depot or Lowe's for a few $100s to put on the window, and it will cool and also heat up the units. So that's two. The third thing is I can see there's several things in here that you can do to increase the value of this property. So later on in a few years you can sell it. For example, one thing is I would get rid of this front yard. Yeah, as you can see, the area here need more parking because I drove down there and it needs more parking. Also, you can, have like a maintenance person come and clean up a lot of things to make it look better. So that way, some of the people who live in the area, that way you probably look a lot nicer. And I would like repaint some of the overall to make it look like a newer feel to it. Right now, I'll tell you what, the third thing is the exit. Like, for example, if you're buying something 16 unit, it's easier to sell it later on for somebody to buy because there's more leverage to it. If you buy something too small, it's going to be hard to get out to sell because not many people want to buy something that's so small, right? So, for example, this 16 unit, the owner's asking for $1.15 million. So, which is not a lot because you can go get a bank loan and just put some money down, and then you're gonna have a property. I'll tell you, according to the owner, every year they're getting $75,000. So every year, if they were to put some money down, they get about $75,000 in their pocket. So it makes this a good cash flow. Some of the other thing that I noticed that they can improve on the landscape, right? But the thing is that it may be like a rough area, but as you can see, I mean, I'm standing here and it's it seems pretty nice and decent for this neighborhood. So I think this is a good property right here. But that's why we're meeting here. We're gonna discuss about taking a look at the property or even looking inside to see how much of a repair work to be done before they go forward with this. So just want to share with you a few things that me and my client's going to talk about, but like just 3 things I told you. The first thing is it's a 16 unit apartment. It's big enough and it's also small enough for someone to manage it, so that way they have the money that lasts them through retirement. The second thing is they can do stuff to this property like paint it, landscape it, the whole 9 yards for little money, and in a few years they can sell it for more money. They're only asking for $1.1 million. So with this property, you put the right, ingredients in here, you can get more than that. The third thing that I mentioned is it's a pretty good area. It's always it seems to be like fully occupied. It's like right now it's always occupied because there's always going to be tenant in the area because they love the area. It's a good location. My only concern, one of the several concerns is like it's built in 1962, so it's kind of old. It's kind of outdated, but something like this. If you go in and you remodel it, it's going to be a lot nicer. So once again, this Long Wing, I'm just here looking at apartments with my clients, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Peace. I'm out. This is Long Wing. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in Arizona. If you know of anybody looking to buy or sell a house or looking for investment property, have them call me. Take care.